CzarThwomp here, and welcome to the 31st and final episode of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Last time, we finished the remaining side quests in the game, and all that's left is to play with children. That's right, you know those children that we saw running around the tree? Well, now we can interact with them. So anyways, first let's find the Odolwa Kid.
Ah, nice weather, isn't it? Masks, you have a lot. You too. Will you be a mask salesman? Then I'll play with you. So, the masks, give me some.
You cannot give your transformation masks. So, let's start off with the postman hat.
Thanks. You're a nice person. You're a nice person, aren't you? Hide and seek. Let's play. All right, I'll hide.
So anyways, by playing hide and seek with these kids, you get transported to mini dungeons, where you have unlimited time to do what you need. So anyways, this one is going to revolve around the Deku Mask, where we get to hear the Odolwa Temple theme. Okay, so anyways, there's going to be a piece of heart. In each of these 4 areas, there's going to be a piece of heart. These are going to be the final 4 pieces of heart in the game. Okay, the first one, as you can see, is right over there. So let's go into the gold flower and fly over there. So yeah, this is the easiest room of the bunch. Basically, just go in your Deku form and fly around. Piece of heart. I think we can fly over. Nope. Okay, that was a close one. Okay. Let's get over there. And go into this room.
You found me. Hey, I want more masks. Hee, thanks, you're nice. Can I ask you a question? Your friends, what kind of people are they? I wonder, do those people think of you as a friend?
So yeah, now the kids are going to start to get deep. So anyways, just my thoughts on Termina, basically. My personal headcanon is that, I don't know if I said this already, but my personal headcanon of Termina is that basically it was a realm created by the 3 goddesses in order to help Link get over the loss of Navi. Because basically, after the events of Ocarina of Time, Link went kind of, well, he got kind of obsessed with finding Navi, where he's going in the Lost Woods. He's basically dropping everything in Hyrule to just search for his fairy companion in the middle of the Lost Woods. Basically, he's not hanging out with Zelda. He's not trying to basically go around the world as a hero. He's basically just riding around Epona in the Lost Woods in the hope of finding Navi. So basically, the goddesses, in an attempt to basically help Link get over this, sends him to a world that essentially is meant to serve as the 5 stages of grief. Basically, just denial, as seen in Clocktown, anger with the swamp, bargaining with basically the mountains. With that one, it's a little bit more of a stretch because the Gorons aren't really begging. They're more or less like, hey, please help us out here. Please help us, Darmani. And then you have it where the Great Bay represents depression with Lulu, and then finally, you get Ikana Canyon, which represents acceptance. Not to mention, basically, just you get to see with everyone, and then Skull Kid is basically an embodiment of just what happens during the initial moments, you know? Where just you experience that loss, where basically the Skull Kid is a reflection of Link into what he could become, basically, if he continues down this path. So basically, no, don't do that. where basically, where Link, he too could become corrupt, basically, if he just keeps on obsessing about Navi and basically feels the sense of embitterment. In a way, Tail is a stand-in for Navi, because basically, okay, I guess I just have to hold down the A button. I don't think you have to hold down the directional. So basically, just yeah, so that's why Tatl looks like Navi so much. She has the same text. And likewise, basically, when the final giant says, "Forgive your friend," basically, well, it could be easily interpreted that it's that the giant's saying, "Hey, forgive the Skull Kid." Forgive Skull Kid for what he did in the beginning of the game. Basically, it could also represent to Link, "Hey, forgive Navi. You basically don't need Navi in order to be a hero. You have done so much." And not to mention, basically, if you ever notice, in Ocarina of Time, if you are going down the main story, it is very streamlined, where basically Link isn't really talking to people, Link isn't really associating. He has essentially tunnel vision, where he's just talking to where he just deals with Zelda, and he deals with Zelda and any other main characters who are on the beaten path of the story. He doesn't talk to the people in Castletown. To him, they're just a bunch of random people who are just running around, basically. And the goddesses wanted to teach Link, "Hey, this is what it means to be a hero, basically. Understand the regular people." Okay? Understand what they're going through. Understand the path that they're walking down. Because basically, everyone has, in their way, their own adventure. Okay, so let's just look around. I know that the piece of heart's somewhere. Yeah, this is, in my personal opinion, the hardest of the rooms. Okay, it looks like we just walked in a circle. Yeah, and basically, and why Kepera explicitly stated that, hey, this world is destined to fail regardless of if you save the giants or not, because basically this world was created with the pure intention of basically teaching Link a lesson. This is why basically it draws from his memories in a way. And not to mention, basically, it was also to serve as a warning, basically, of hey, as well as just saying, hey, once you start going crazy, then you start becoming like the Tweely, where basically, before you know it, boom, you lose your mind, and you're basically plotting a rebellion with your magical artifacts. Okay, so anyways, let's try this out again. This is gonna be just the eternal room, isn't it? Okay, one more time. One more time. Okay, there's the piece of heart. Okay, watch how we failed that, definitely. At least they're kind enough to give you refills on your magic. So the fact that if you don't go at the right angle, you're just screwed. Yeah, this is Goron Link at his worst. Oh, come on, what the heck was that? This is gonna be the episode, isn't it? Just me running into a wall. Okay, there. Okay. Okay. Ah, darn it! Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, watch out, we were right at the end. Okay. Ah, I got cocky. I got freaking overconfident. Thankfully, the other two shouldn't be as bad. Watch, I'm jinxing myself because I think that the final one may actually require bomb chews. And the game doesn't give you any. Or maybe they do. Maybe they do, and they're generous in that regard. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, and then back to the analysis, basically. Just these chambers are more or less introspectives for Link, basically, going into his mind, where all these things are statements to Link, like, are your friends really your friends, basically? If Navi was a real friend to you, then basically, would she have left, you know? Because the game never explains why Navi leaves Link. It's like, you would think that Navi would want to be Link's eternal companion, you know? And we're failing. Okay. Goron Room. Round 5 trillion. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think we're almost there. Are we going in a circle? No, we're not. Oh, we did it. There. Piece of heart. Okay, now we just have to find the exit. Okay. I think the exit's just a straight shot. Okay, well, that took us back to the entrance. Oh, right. The exit's right at the halfway point. I mean, I understand what they were trying to do with this, and I can appreciate it. However, Goron Link's role is not exactly the most fluid of mechanics. Where if you're not going perfectly straight, then you're going to basically you're going to go into a pit. Okay. There. Okay, this time we're going to have to give 2 masks over to the Happy Mask Salesman. And then as for the Happy Mask Salesman role, basically, for all, just in terms of the allegory that just my headcanon this to be, it could potentially be that the Happy Mask Salesman is a sort of Satan figure.
I can ask you a question. What makes you happy? I wonder, what makes you happy? Does it make others happy too?
Yeah, basically questioning just what Link's purpose is in life, you know? Where basically Link spends so much of his time doing for others, basically, where it's like he's a tool. But what is what are his passions? What are his interests? We don't know anything about Link the person besides, oh, he's the hero. Okay? Yeah, we're not going to get the bunny hood over just yet. Okay, anyways, for this one, this is a much easier one, where all you have to do, you're going through tubes. Okay, this is the Zora Mask area. Okay, left, left, right, left. That went down the wrong path. Okay, so anyways, went down the wrong one. In this area, you have branching paths down the pipes. Now you can do one of two things to get back. You can either basically go through here and just loop yourself around, or you could basically just jump in the water as Goron Link. Okay, so the order is left, left, right, left. 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 Right. Left. Okay, wrong one. And I think it's the other way around for the Mask Kid, where it's right, right, left, right. At least that's how I remember it. So, right, right, left, okay, or maybe it's the other way around, where basically it's left, left, right, right. Yeah, I think that's the order. I know that it pertains to the heart order in some way, shape, or form. So left, left, right, right. Yep. Next one.
Hee thanks, you're nice. Can I ask you a question? The right thing, what is it? I wonder, if you do the right thing, does it really make everybody happy?
Yeah, basically the lesson of Link. Learn to live for yourself. Be a hero, help others, but don't lose sight of who you are. Don't build your identity around everyone else. Essentially, don't put on a mask. And finally, Twin Mole Kid. And finally...
Thanks, you're a nice person, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, we already read that. Okay, anyways, this one is Link's Chamber. And This one is a little more basic. Okay, so anyways. Going here. Mini boss rush time. Except I don't think you have to fight Wizrobe. Okay. Yeah, as stated, you will feel tremors, but there isn't a time limit. Okay, maybe we gotta jump back. Haha, there you go. You gotta jump back. You just can't shield block all the time. Okay, get away, and I think he's gonna spawn in a treasure chest. Okay, anyways, hook shot. As you see, I got a fairy just to be on the safe side. Just in case things go south. And Darknet time. And there. And for this chest, Bomb Chew. Because we need Bomb Chews for this room. I don't know why the developers felt that this was the room for Bomb Chews, but I guess that they wanted to tap into Link's inner trauma of having to go to Bomb Chew bowling in Ocarina of Time. One, two, three. One, two, three, four. Okay, good. Oh, thank you. Because if we ran out of Bomb Chews there, that would have not been, well, very good. Yeah, kind of funny how we didn't get Bomb Chews until just now. Okay. Anyways. Piece of Heart. The final one. Oh, right, yeah, this area. 'Cause they had to have 5 million Bomb Chew rooms. Why? Okay, there. Oh, thank you, because I was getting nervous. If we lost out on this because we ran out of Bomb Chews, yeah, I have to do another 3-day cycle just to get 5 more Bomb Chews. Okay.
You found me.
Okay, yep. Let's give away the final masks, the final 4. Garo mask. Captain's hat. And finally. Oh, wait. No, not finally. We're saving the best for last. Finally.
Hey, thanks. You're nice. Can I ask you a question? Your true face, what kind of face is it? I wonder, the face under the mask, is that your true face?
Okay, anyways. We've given away all of our masks. All of them except, well, our transformation masks. So anyways, all that's left to do is go up to the kid wearing Majora's mask.
Everyone has gone away, haven't they? Will you play with me? You don't have any masks left, do you? Well, let's do something else. Let's play good guys against bad guys. Yeah, let's play that.
Anyways, the final mask in the game, the Fierce Deity Mask. Could this mask's dark powers be as bad as Majora? Try it on with C. Yes, basically, just going back to my theory that in a way, this is a cautionary tale for Link, where basically, given all his skills, all of his experience, and the fact that he's the wielder of the Triforce of Courage, if he decided to go bad, if he decided to go rogue, he could be just as bad as Skull Kid here.
Are you ready? You're the bad guy, and when you're bad, you just run. That's fine, right? Well, shall we play?
So anyways, the reason I wanted to do the final boss fight before getting 100%, is because once you get the Fierce Deity Mask, this battle is forever altered. Where basically, remember how we could use our transformation masks back in the day? Well, we can't use them anymore. They are locked out forever. We can only fight Majora's mask now using the Fierce Deity Mask. Granted, this mask is very powerful. It's the strongest attacking mask in the game, though you can only use it in boss rematches. Basically, once we defeat Majora's mask now, we'll get the Fierce Deity Mask in our inventory, and we'll be able to use it in boss fights. Granted, the Fierce Deity Mask can absolutely destroy any boss. But anyways, put this mask on. And this is what happens when you take it off. So anyways, Fierce Deity, same exact controls as Link. You can block with your twisted sword, but, well, you'll see once you actually challenge Majora. Majora's Mask. Yeah, for a little bit of magic, we fire out sword beams. And we can do a lot of damage. Yeah, every mask just dies one hit. If you have the Chateau de Romani, this becomes an even bigger joke. Yeah, one thing you can do is basically just go and boom. Just so we're not wasting magic. Yeah, though this is where the Fierce Deity Link is going to shine. Because there we go. Yeah, you pretty much win the fight as soon as you put on Fierce Deity's mask. And victory.
You ever get feeling like you've been here before? Like you've seen this entire sequence of events?
Okay, anyways, my thoughts on this playthrough. I've been looking forward to doing this for a long time, and this is a game that that basically has been towards the top of my list of things that potential projects that I want to do. Basically, I've always enjoyed Majora's Mask, basically, just for the sense of freedom that it gives you. Where even though you're restricted to the 3-day cycle, there's just so much that you can do each time around. And for each playthrough of the game, you can devote yourself to as much or as few side quests as you possibly want. Where basically you could just play the story directly, just go straight forward and just go through the basic steps, get through the temples, and boom, you're good. Or you could basically just go and do as many side quests as you want before doing any temples. Heck, you don't even have to complete the temples in order to move on to different regions. You just have to get the dungeon item. Yeah, basically, in order to access Midigaron, you just need fire arrows. To get to Snow Edge, you just need regular arrows. In order to get the Powder Keg, in order to get to the Great Bay, all you need are the ice arrows in order to get to Akana. You could complete the Akana Temple before the Stone Tower before you even go to Woodfall. As crazy as that is. But if you do go for the main story, just purely main story, you are going to be underarmed. You're going to be under-equipped, and you will get your ass handed to you by later game challenges. As you saw with basically how I was struggling with Egos to Akana. But I really love how this game is structured. In a way, it feels like Legend of Zelda meets Grim Fandango to an extent. Where basically it's about it's less about the fighting and puzzle solving half the time, and more or less exploring your environments and doing chain reactions with people, basically. For instance, you're in the southern swamp. You can't move forward. You're told to inquire with the witches. So basically, you go to the Lost Woods, and then you find out, hey, I need to follow the monkeys. Then you basically go back to the shop, you get the red potion, and then from there, you give it to Kume, you get the boat ride, you go to the palace, and then you progress from there. So yeah, basically, if you're not familiar with how to go about the game, you will more or less be in a routine where basically you start day one, you go to the next area you gotta go to, you explore around, you get answers, and then basically you get to the temple, you complete the temple, then you do a Song of Time, and you do the next, and then you repeat with the next area. But still, even though you're under a time limit, I know I sound like a broken record. It doesn't feel like you're under a time limit. It in some ways it does, in some ways it doesn't. Sure, for some side quests, it's down to the minute, and it's like, okay, I've got to really prioritize, such as trying to do story progress, as well as getting the Gilded Sword. But for the most part, that time limit is going to do nothing to you. The only thing that will result in you basically failing the time limit is you get essentially a game over sequence where the moon crashes into the earth, and then basically you get the wave of fire. But then you're just sent back to the Happy Mask Salesman as if nothing happened, without any consequence. So in a way, the time limit is purely artificial to that extent. And for that reason, I love playing through this game. I love being efficient. I love basically just feeling like I did so much progress in a single 3-day cycle. Completing half the game within one cycle. It feels so good. And when you start the game out, you feel very vulnerable. You feel like, oh no, I can't possibly make it to that clock tower in 3 days. I don't know even what I'm doing. But then, as you go further down the line, it gets to the point where you can just go around as if it's nothing. You feel like you're the big dog on campus. You feel like you have tamed Termina. And you feel like you did it yourself, you know? You didn't have Navi holding you by the hand saying, hey, maybe we should talk to Zarya. No, basically, the only advice you were getting from Tattle was, hey, go to the southern swamp. Our next destination is the mountains. You weren't told how you're getting to the mountains. You weren't told how you were getting to the southern swamp. You weren't told how you're getting to Akana. You weren't told, oh, you gotta defeat Egos to Akana. You gotta fight Captain Kita at the cemetery, then use his mask on the first day in order to get the Song of Storms. Or, oh, you're going to need to take Epona to the Gorman track and race in order to get the Garo mask. Basically, that's on you, the player. Sure, Tattle will give you little bits of pieces of advice, like, oh, hey, you can find a Garo robe here, or, oh, hey, why don't you try hitting this enemy by rolling into them? But Tattle is not Navi, basically. Tattle is not going to hold your hand. She's going to give you the basic advice. But for the most part, it's on you, the player. You're Link in this case. And you rise to the challenge. So anyways, just for a 100th Let's Play, I couldn't have asked for a better game. It has been a delight doing these 100 Let's Plays, and frankly, I'm looking forward to what comes next. I'm looking forward to the future, because I've got plans. I've got other games in mind. But anyways, on that note, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this series. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the first episode of my next one, which will be uploaded on the date listed in the description of this video. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever that you want, and with that, I'll see you next time. Bye.